So you're a developer, right? Then you've definitely heard of Docker. Today, we're going to cut right through all the noise and just get it installed on your Mac step by step. Seriously, in just a few minutes, you'll have it up and running. Let's get right to it.
So that's the whole mission for this explainer. We're going from a Mac with nothing on it to a running Docker container. And trust me, it's a lot easier than you might think. Ready to start?
We're going to break this down into 4 really simple parts. First, we'll grab the installer. Then, we'll actually do the setup. After that, a quick check in the terminal to make sure it all worked. And finally, the fun part. We'll run our very first container.
Okay, let's kick things off with step 1, getting that installer. Now, this is probably the only part where you have to pay a little bit of attention, just to make sure you grab the right file for your machine. But don't worry, it's super simple.
All you have to do is head over to docker.com and click the Get Started button. That's going to take you to the one key decision you have to make in this whole process. And here it is. You just need to know what's under the hood of your Mac. Does it have one of the newer Apple chips, an M1, M2, or M3, or is it one with an older Intel chip? Just pick the right one for your computer, click it, and the installer, which is a DMG file, will start downloading.
All right, you've got the installer downloaded, so now it's time to get it configured. You'll be happy to know this is probably the easiest step of them all.
So, once you open that DMG file you just downloaded, you're going to see this window. It's that classic Mac installation you've seen a million times. Just drag that Docker whale icon right into your applications folder. That's it. It'll start copying.
Now go find Docker in your applications folder and launch it for the very first time. You'll just click through a few setup screens, go ahead and accept the agreement, stick with the recommended settings, they're totally fine, and then you'll get a prompt for your Mac's password to finish things up. Next up, you'll see this prompt to sign into Docker Hub. You can think of Docker Hub as like a giant library for all these pre-made application environments. It's totally optional for now, so feel free to just skip this part, and you can skip the survey that comes after too. Okay, so Docker is installed and it's running in the background. But how do we know it's actually working correctly? Well, for that, we're going to turn to our trusty friend, the terminal. Go ahead and open up your terminal. You can use Spotlight Search or just find it in your Utilities folder. This is where we get to talk directly to the Docker engine.
The very first command to try is super simple. Just type Docker version and hit Enter. All this command does is check to see if your system even recognizes the Docker command line tool.
Now, if you want a more detailed look, you can type Docker info. This one gives you a whole bunch of information about the Docker engine itself, which confirms that the service is up and running properly in the background. But here's the key takeaway. It's really simple. If you see a big block of text and not some error like command not found, then you're golden. It means the installation was a total success.
This is it. This is what it's all been leading up to. We've installed, we've configured, we've verified. Now, let's actually do something with Docker. This is the fun part.
First things first, we need a blueprint for our container. In the Docker world, this is called an image. We're going to grab the official Hello World test image. The command docker pull hello world basically tells Docker, hey, go to the library and download that blueprint onto my Mac.
So now that we have the blueprint, let's actually build something with it. Type docker run hello world. This command tells Docker to take that hello world image and spin up a live running container from it.
When you hit Enter, a bunch of stuff happens really fast in the background, but what you're really looking for is one specific piece of text that's going to pop up right there in your terminal.
And boom, there it is. If you see the message hello from Docker, that is your proof. It means everything worked, from pulling the image all the way to running the container. You've officially done it. You've run your first container. Just take a second to appreciate that. You just launched your first ever container, a totally isolated, super lightweight application environment, right there on your Mac. That is the power of Docker.
So, let's just do a quick recap. In just the last few minutes, you've gone through the entire process. You got the right installer, you configured the software, you verified it with the command line, and you ran your very first container. Not bad, right? This is really just the starting line. That Hello World container is your gateway into this massive ecosystem of pre-built tools and applications. So now that you've got all this power at your fingertips,